All right, so welcome to Read Across America Day 2016, and I'm here with Miss Mezzanato's class at Crestmore Elementary, 3rd grade. Can you guys say hi? Hi! They're actually rotating, so this is actually Miss Leach's class, but they're rotating to do some fun activities. But we have some guests with us too. Who do we have? Who do we have with 1st grade? Who's here? All right, Mrs. Selby's class. And how about in 2nd grade?
We have in 2nd grade, Miss Alicia! Good morning!
Great. And then how about in 4th grade? Miss Smith's class. Awesome. All right, so we're going to read this book called Goodnight iPad, and I think it's really good with this time, this 21st century that we're in, but still remembering that digital is great, technology is great, but we still need some hands-on book reading. So are you ready? Yes. All right, so what's cool is I'm using Nearpod, so I'm going to control your screen so you have the book right there in front of you. So this is Goodnight iPad by Android. Cool.
She's magic.
Parts of a book, you can see that they have the copyright page, the license agreement there, who it's dedicated to. And here we're going to start. In the bright buzzing room, there was an iPad and a kid playing Doom and a screensaver of a bird launching over the moon. That's right, and a pig, right? There were 3 little nooks with 10,000 books. And I think it's good for you to see, this is a bookshelf. Does everybody see the picture of the bookshelf? But are there any books on it? No! There's hardly any books. Very good. So what a student here said, that there's actually books though inside the trash can with the light. But what is the dad doing? He's still reading, but those are called a nook. Everybody say nook. A nook is a multiple meaning word too. It means like a small little spot in the corner. But this is a nook, so you can read thousands of books on this little device, like a cell phone or a tablet. Anybody know their parents have one maybe? You have one? Very cool. And a huge LCD Wi-Fi HD TV. Anybody have one of those big TVs at their house? With a Bose SI or S1, I don't know. 6 remotes and 3 Ds. Does that kind of look like your house maybe, with the TV and the phones and the remote controls all over the floor? No. And a BlackBerry ringing with Eminem singing. What does he say? Who can say? Yo, 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 it's your mama, if you gotta know. And a BlackBerry with a BlackBerry. It's a phone. It's a phone, right? You know how like ringtones, I think Miss Selby has a ringtone when I call her, right?
Yes, she does.
Yeah. Maybe not Eminem.
No, not Eminem.
And a new Facebook friend and text with no end. Has anyone text messaged before? Yeah? No Facebooks though, you're all too young for Facebook, so. No. Maybe your parents. And a viral clip of a cat doing flips. Who can tell me what channel they're on right now? YouTube. Right. And sometimes you can use YouTube for good things, right? But be careful. Sometimes you can use YouTube for some bad things, so be careful what you're watching. and the bings, bongs, and beeps of emails and tweets. I want to hear what it sounds like with technology. Can you guys make some noise right now? What does it sound like with technology? What are the different sounds you hear? It's noisy, that's right. I hear lots of beeping. I like this page though. Look at what happened. And a fed-up old woman, and we don't say old woman, so maybe the grandmother, and a fed-up grandmother who was trying to sleep to the grandma. She says, what does the grandma say? Everybody read what the grandma says. That's it. Not the phone, that's right. Oh, I did? Sorry. Let me go back. Now this is kind of similar to what happens in my house because I have a little. And she says, "Good night, iPad." What is the grandma doing? Taking it away. And everybody say what does the little kid say? That's what sometimes people say when their technology is being taken. I know, right? Funny. Sometimes that's what my house looks like though with my daughters. Good night, Jim. Good night, bird launching over the moon. So what is the grandma doing? She's taking it all. Taking it all the way. All the electronics. I like that word. Good synonym. Synonym. A word that sounds the same or means the same. Good night, Nooks and digital books. Good night, M&M. Good night, Facebook friend. What is she doing?
Throwing it out the window.
Don't throw your electronics out the window. Right? But for the book, it makes the point. That's right. Got to take care of our technology, especially here at school.
You skip.
Calm down. Oh. Good night, LOL. Not the kid. Good night, MP3s. Good night, LCD, Wi-Fi, HGTV. So Wi-Fi means like wireless. You don't have to be connected. Like right now, our computers got the connection, but this iPad doesn't. Right? It's not plugged in. It's Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Good night, remotes and Netflix streams, Androids, apps, and glowing screens. Good night, plugs and power lights that guide us to pee in the darkness of night. Well, it's true. With technology, sometimes that's like a nightlight. Sometimes people use that for a nightlight. Your TV's on, or you have a cell phone, or you're using it as a flashlight, right? To go to the bathroom. What's the grandma saying? Okay, everyone. Bedtime. What does the dad say? Find the dad. Do we have to? Aww. Good night, buzzing. Good night, beeping. Now I want you to look at the grandma's face. Is she mad? Is she angry? So just because your parents or your grandparents take away your technology and they tell you to go to bed, are they doing it because they're mad at you and they're mean? They're doing it because they love you, because they know you need to go to bed, right? Good night, everybody who should be asleep. So look at the grandmas kissing them, giving them good night kisses. Oh, that's not nasty when you're family. Good night, pop stars. Good night, MacBook Air. Everybody's going to sleep. I see all the technology. I noticed that. Good night, gadgets everywhere. Everybody's settling in for bed. What is the symbol for them going to bed? What do you guys see? The Z's. Yeah, the Z's. That's just a symbol, right? Even in onomatopoeia word, we don't really say right? It's just sleeping. But look at what's happening. There's one that stayed awake. And what is he reading? Goodnight. But he's got his hands on a book. He's got no iPad, but he's got his flashlight. Yeah. And that's our book. What did you think of the book? Well, let me ask you the question then. I want to ask you a question on your screen. If you can see the question there, it says. It says, what would you rate this book? So I would like you to rate the book according to how you liked it. Look at what the different categories show.
It was okay, or I enjoyed it. Miss Northcutt! Miss Northcutt!
Yes.
You have a special visitor. Hold on, can you see our special visitor in the back?
I think so. Is that Miss Haro?
It is!
Hi, Mrs. Haro. Joining them. All right, let's see. I got a lot of responses in. Very good. Let me ask you another question about the book. How can you connect this book to your home life? Give an example. So if you can, maybe talk to the neighbor right now. How does this book relate to what it looks like at home for you? Could you make a connection with this book right now in technology? By writing something in. Talk to your neighbor. I get
Think about how you feel if you all the that technology. What technology do you use at home? Okay?
We've got a lot of people typing right now, making that connection to their home life. I don't know. Go ahead and push send once you've written at least one complete sentence of how you can make a connection. Great, I've got a response already from a student. Another student just turned some in. Good job. I like seeing you turn it in. I want to see your answers too. Good, and I'll show you some of your responses. A lot of good answers. I like the complete sentences too. Some people making sure that they use capitals, periods at the end of their sentences, or an exclamation mark. You're welcome. So I'm going to share with you somebody's answer. So look at your screen. So on your screen, we can see what somebody shared. This person said, I can connect the book and my home life because my family and I have a computer and we use it all the time. So she took it away and made us go to sleep. Maybe someone at their house did a similar situation to the grandmother on here. That's good. And I'll unshare it. Yep, there you go. There you go. All right. And then I want you just to try the last one. The last one's one of my favorite with Nearpod. You get to draw. So look at the prompt, what it says. It says, So listen, it says, think about how the home environment and activities looks like. Now focus on the picture, what it looked like in this book. What do activities look like at your home on a typical night? Typical means like an ordinary night. So it doesn't have to be electronics. What does your house look like? What are the things going on the inside or the outside of your house on a regular night? So you get to use the drawing tools for this. You can use your finger, or down at the bottom, you have these tools that you can draw, insert pictures, text boxes. I just want you to explore with it. I want to see what you come up with. Let's see if you can see these tools right here. If you look up at the screen, everybody else in here too, if you look up at the screen, these are the tools that you can choose from. So you've got your different colors, highlighting, text if you want to type your text. The picture, you can browse even on Google to find a picture of maybe what your house looks like. But I wanted you to actually try drawing. You push the one that looks like a pencil. You can click that. You can push that up and down button to make the question disappear. And then you can start drawing it. If it got kicked out, refresh it and join the session again. I'll tell you the code. Okay? Changing the colors. I'm sorry, I. If you lose your connection, just refresh your screen and join the session again just to end it up. But we're all finished here too. I just wanted you to try out the different things that you can do with Nearpod. Did you guys have fun? I don't know. Did you guys have fun? Did you like that? Oh, they're too busy drawing. Did you guys like that? Did you like getting to see the book in front of you and joining other classes? Thank you. I want to see your drawings that you did. And I think it's pretty neat that I could have so many readers at the same time. We had 81 participants, so that's pretty cool. So look back at the question again, okay? Do we have anything that they wanted to share from the other classes? Any questions? Anything you really liked? Anything about technology? This class.
Adrian's coming up and he's going to say something.
Okay, whose hand?
Can you hear me? Oh, what you really like him. What I like about the is how we can all look at the same book.
Class. Did you guys like the books? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up. Good. Good. And what about Miss Demicio's class? Did you guys like it? All right. Thank you. Well, thanks for joining us, and maybe we'll do this again sometime.
Thank you.
Happy Reading Class today. Happy Dr. Tuesday. Bye.